On voice of Tesong is a Terry Roda, Jajo Katani Pedo Catino Jepo Kito Tomosando Caterebono Paluda, Nijajo Caterebono Pelekere, Coro Caterebono Escunjo, Tomaro Caterebono program, Mundo program Labola, Shiro Catani Panda, Gajo Cateribani Pada to Pucho Caberebonoi, Ayamaro Cateribani Pana in the Jajo Pado Cateraboro Sudanepe, and thank you so much, of course, from wherever you are. Today is a Tuesday, 17th of February 2026 and of course, Vado Cachane Panebe, Yogajo. Good morning to you, my brother, to my sister. To my auntie, to you, my uncle, and of course, so brothers, Panda, my friends, Kere, I bado Kachane Perebe Yogesi, and you be justice to Kachane Panda, you took a soda to my Pakina Pilot is again another new day. And of course, so one site is always like this to make sure that you go and hustle is the most important video Kachane Bonoya and Parenda, and in a Belozo Kachane Peru Bonoya, and in a Bay Ilozo Kachane Bonoya that is I think Rebecca a hustle. If you don't work, let me tell you, you'll never get what you want, you never get what your heart desires, and of course it will also be very difficult for you to make sure that you maintain your family, even yourself. So the most important bit is for you to seriously go out there and of course try your luck in trying to really be able to try to work. That is the most important bit. And in a base, some sacrifice Kirimar and Sando Kachene Automa or Konatega Suna Naked Aluda Jasi and Eparo Bonore. I don't know Kachene to Ghana Premier League. Today, the number of games of course that are going to be able to be played today being a Tuesday. And Tebe UPPC will take on in Barra City. Rajanuma Fisheries grounds in Bugonga. These guys currently are doing very well. UPPC, of course. So first of all, when you look at their technical bench, the team is being steered by two senior coaches in Abdallah Mubiru and then Livingston Babazi. They also added in our former Uganda Crazy International left fullback and Pianenda who retired. Ejakale Bakane Panda Jakatimon Jaja Walo Rebo Alusimbi is also part of technical team Dokatele Bonoya Arizangopo Angona. They are playing against a struggling side, a team of Kombara that who are seriously they are currently looking at beefing up Dokachane Pandekes, the team Okawandin. The team of course has also been having a lot of challenges with the players of course running away from the camp because of that is paid areas and in, but they are so much optimistic they can still be able to turn things around and also be able to survive a relegation and a part. It's going to be a tough one, but of course they are meeting against a team that is currently Automa Ofoma and team local TV UPPC never Buhimba United States Police kwa team local police alaje Automa Royal Park Butema Automa Park na Palolo anyi ne soma sakatine kero jokero kwa Bonoya Automa Wike so of course the team local Vipers ngize beti kesa kwa bolia akere team local connect. Now this one is a tough one kwa Bonoya ne Pananeka has been silently reorganizing their team. They have been silently also trying to build kwa Chane Panda excess squad and nini anyi nebe soma sakatine kero jokero kwa Bonoya Automa Wike so these guys, what they did, they also managed to humiliate a team of KCCA. Like Jero Kachane Panoraido Cabrebono Gogo, and I want to tell you it is not going to be an easy stuff to Kachane Bonoya and I just Jacabebo Porkere. So Vipers carried as we talk, they are very worried about a team of Kachane Bono Pomona. Remember, of course, Vipers game they drew against the team of Kobur, so which means Ekorokini kesa kui asobere bane pan pejokaka anyinebe at least pedre kesi lokachare parenda that is atelekare game lokachere Bonoya angopongora. Tomorrow Wednesday Calvary will also play against a team local Express Football Club alaje to Mamidigo primary school playgrounds. Of course General Kebe team of Calvary. These guys from the time they qualified to go and play in the Uganda Premier League from big league, they have been a little bit struggling lokachare panda. They are yet to win a game, by the way, and they yet to win lokachare panda a game idorai lokachere Bonoya obuke sanena and just Kuido Kabere Utasa Chachanara Rengesho, Nuedo Kabere Canary games Automobukesa. You know, with a football in any league, one thing that you need to do is first of all always make sure that you capitalize the advantage of you hosting a game at home in your own backyard. And if you fail there, let me tell you, it becomes a little bit very difficult for you. Express also have been beefing up a squad and they're also hoping they can turn things around. As for Ugazi, they will be playing against a UPDF Alajo to Manajemba. Also the KCCA will take on the team of Kabul, and of course the team of KCCA, as we talk, there are two coaches and co-coaches. That is in Ejakanebaka Brand Senyondo in Ejakati on Magera. These guys have been given 3 matches to save their jobs. And Pandara Mam, Ebundoka Chane Pandeponium, I will not Bonoya, that is a case that Panda. So they will be taking on another team, of course, another onside side, another on form team. That is a team of the back end of Chane Panenda, a team of Kobul, Porikesa Quatrakina Bola, Nepanoka Ibrahim Moritin, Kesatomi Kara. They have also been fighting Doka Chane Pan to make sure that they turn things around under the new manager Kalbaka Alex Isari Musogola. Yes, no, just of course the Thursday, Kitero take on URA, and then SC Villa will also be hosting a team of Komarunza. That is going to be the Kwachane Panenda. It is going to be on Thursday, so Ngeska Panda Chejasi, Adoka Bere Bonane Pandana Ptakere, Isoma Sikeda, Ija Kadoka Chere Bonoya, that is Amponu Kera Panda Songistoka Chere Bonoya, Noda Ejasi. Of course, so looking at some of the stories coming in, I find that Pedro Hojo Chimbiambulo Sukuya, Arebo aka Sukuya, former Vipers winger, who also first of all departed the team. He has joined the team from Angola, called Primeiro de Agosto, following his departure. As the report, of course, so the Bayer reporters Elijah Bakasebe Vipers, remember the Agriculture Katingo terminated his employment contract last month, and the Angolan attacking midfielder joined Vipers, remember, in July in 2024 on a 2-year contract and leaves Chitende after winning a domestic double and a panel. Before his stint in Uganda, Sekuya featured for Wiliete SC de Bunguela, and then Talentos de Bunguele, and then the club Lebakai Desporto Angolano, also the Demot FC Keda Petro de Luanda. Ngesaje Kedo Kachere Bonoya, that is Amupona Nepanda Soya, so gone back our Jedo Kachere Bonoya, as Obuke Sanyu Be, so much Sacros de Kere, Maradi Sando Kachere Bonane Paninda, Otoma. Also, of course, the final group matches of the 2025-26 Champions League were held also over the weekend with 8 teams confirming slots in the quarterfinals. Alan Okelo's Young Africans beat Algeria's JS Kibiele 3-0 in Naman, and then that is Zanzibar, but the result was not enough to send them through. Of course, in the Group A contest, Okelo registered an assist with Angola Depo, scoring a brace, and also Boca added the other. Kwenye dumunje dokachane panda, Mama Krosina Properos dokachane panda idebe, Properos Isomono Jokoro Kachere Bono. Currently, the teams that have qualified in Group A are Pyramids and RS Beken, and then Group B has Al Halali of Egypt and Afar Rabat of Morocco, and then Group C has Al Hilal of Sudan. And then Melody Sundowns of South Africa. Then Group D has Stade Malien of Mali and Esperance of Tunisia. Are the teams that have also managed Kachane Parenda. Kezo Kachane Parenda now to Dokabere Bonoya. Anyebe qualifying ata. Otomado Kachare Bonoya. Qualifying Kachane Pandotoma. Bola Shido Kachare Bonoya. That is Ampon Kerani Parasonges Kapani. That's just Dokabere Bonoya. Aina Peta Kerea ne Parenda. Sonsi Otoma Pakida. And Paula Koromas Kuruja Jokoro Kabere Bonoya to my program from wherever you are. First of all, I want to welcome you so much big and massive onto the show once again. OPD of Sedman is my name. Voice of Teso 88.4 is also the radio Dokachane Panenda. Remember, we are located Alai Lodoka Chere Bonoya, I just Lodoka Chere Bonalai Lotoma, Chutu or Town City, Asroting is Dokachane Pando Bonoya, that is I so Idorai, the program Labula Shodoka Chere and Panenda, and is Dokachane Pando Bonoya. Remember, of course, also live, you can also be able to join us, first of all, on TikTok, we are live, and of course, on our YouTube channel, that is YouTube channel, that is Voice of Teso, you can also be able to follow us on Jokoroka Chere Bono. I also want to remind you, Champions League knockouts, of course, are happening this week, and you can also be able to make some money as teams will also be heading out into the round of 16. You can also be able to enjoy some good odds. Currently, just Kapan Kesane Panakeda. I promotion yellow soldier Kodoko Chere Bonoya. And of course, just go to your phone, dial star 185 star 5 star 3 star to Hasharebo MTN star 165 star 4 star 6 star 4 hash so that after kere anyebe someone to maradi sando kachere bono to my if you first time up what you do first of all you register under option 9 and of course also you also be able to get your account and use the promo code of Voice of Teso that is 66 so do kabere bare parenda aina peta someone maradi sando kachere bono ya automa o economy pay and then of course also for your certain games that automa packing up just like we did yesterday you can also get onto the platform that is star 210 star 20 star 27 hash. We have games there for you. We also say that when you're also getting those games, you must make sure that you are very responsible. Analyzing the games very second, now regains at least 98% of those games. And of course, so Akauro Abonashoka FA Cup, and then after the FA Cup, and then the teams of course were grouped very banana. I don't want to pay and no cover Bonetil Bakai Mansfield will be able to host a team of Arsenal in the 5th round. Of course, most of the teams are played in the 4th round at the Panda Kong and Mokinjebe. I don't catch Rebona after Somono Jokoro Kachirebo teams managed to qualify, and I don't catch Rebonoya and Panda Automa Abonashon Ponokere. Fulham will take on the team local Southampton. Fulham will take on Southampton. Port Vale play Port Vale or Bristol City. City will take on a team like Sunderland, and then Newcastle have also been plotted to play against Manchester City. That is in the FA Cup. Leeds United will take on Norwich City, and then Mansfield Town will play against Arsenal. Wolves will take on Liverpool, and then Wrexham also play against Chelsea, as West Ham will also play against a team like Brentford. Ngizo kachire bane panenda ejaso kachire bonoya na takeri somasi kedija kadoka chire bonoya aliza mponukera ne panenda automa pakida na palolo automa draws na shidoka ne panenda aliza soma utai. And of course automa UEFA Champions League, they are qualification games today. They are qualification playoffs for the teams, of course, so that are going to qualify to go and play in the round of 16. And of course, also the fixture today are Galatasaray will take on Juventus at exactly that is 8:45, and then Monaco will take on Paris Saint-Germain, who also need to make it, by the way. Apollo Keran keke PSG ejero kwa bare bonane parenda. Hello Sabolia, Automa round of 16. You can't be the defending champions with the new format of the Champions League. Things are not easy, let me tell you. And the defending champions will take on Monaco. Those guys, of course, know their affairs. Zoka Chane Panenda and Benfica will take on Real Madrid. Automa Pakena Palolo, and then Borussia Dortmund will also play against Atalanta. Ilolo Automa UEFA Champions League jasi matches nguna na qualifying aloso kachane parenda bodia Automa doka chirebo na ne parenda alosa bodia doka chirebo noye Automa round of 16 imo hii eje Premier League game ediope betasi no bola kile timu loko Wolves anen tomorrow Arsenal take on Wolves Sani kan, and then Newcastle take on Karabang FK. Bordeaux will take on a team like Inter Milan. That is a Bordeaux stroke Limta will take on Inter Milan. Then Club Brugge will take on Atletico Madrid. Olympiacos will also play against a team like Bayer Leverkusen. That is going to be tomorrow. Ngeskapani. Nachide kwa ne pano kwa bone jasa kero sine kere. That is a somasi. Automa pondo kachire bonoya. That is a ngupa ngonda songizo kachire bono line ya tanda che jasa kwa bone lo mtu. Salama sana mtu bosokora Rexy. What is happening in the transfer market today? Aramkoza repano kwa bono ile kijo toma transfers automo sokoni lo Aguela Kadagona Kabole akane pa. Let me tell you, teams are talking so big and massive doka chire bono that of course at the end of the season they want to reorganize themselves and anenda. And I want to tell you what is happening doka chire pa. Manchester United have come out openly saying that they are considering a move to sign Argentine midfielder Alexis McAllister from Liverpool, with the World Cup winner potentially set to leave Anfield this summer. This is going to be an impossibility because Manchester United with Liverpool, those guys have never traded completely. It is always very difficult looking at their rivalry. Etono ijakamre tune player nyoni Automa o klabulo Liverpool alomar Automa klabulo o Manchester United ara nyono Automa klabulo ko Manchester United alomar Automa klabulo ko Liverpool mamereka pani ma sio saizi mamereka pani Mamereka pani complain. So idumuja be nuka pano kabiri banane pane jasi bake be team na polo ko Manchester United are considering they're seriously considering a move to sign Argentine midfielder Alexis McAllister from Liverpool, and of course with the player expected to leave at the end of the season. Manchester City would also prefer to send English goalkeeper James Trafford out on loan rather than sell him this summer with Leeds, Aston Villa, Newcastle, all interested in the 23-year-old. Manchester City deceived this boy. They brought him from Burnley, where he was doing very well, and told him that, you know what, you are going to be goalkeeper number 1. But from nowhere, Manchester City decided to hit the market and they brought in Gianluigi Donnarumma. It became very difficult. And even him, of course, also he keeps asking himself questions that what exactly happened? How did I end up here? Why did I accept those guys first of all to deceive me? So the club is saying that they want to be able to sell him now because they believe that he's a player for the future. And they'll just loan him and Panenda. And former Chelsea player Nicolas Jackson is expected to turn to Chelsea. This guy was loaned to Bayern Munich. But from the time he went there, things have never been really all that nice on his side. He has also been a little bit struggling. And of course, they're saying that he's also going to be able to be returned to Chelsea this summer because his lack of game time at Bayern means that Bundesliga club are unlikely to trigger an obligation to buy that is to buy clause in the Senegalese forwards loan agreement. Yes, Jesse. In Arsenal, Arsenal have been told by intermediaries that Spanish winger Nico Williams is ready to consider a summer exit from Atletico Bilbao. There was a time Arsenal wanted this guy. That time was on market. Barcelona wanted him. And he decided to sign a new contract and Panenda. And of course, from the time he signed a new contract, things have never been easy on his side. He's struggling with Sajedo Kachiriba and Panenda, Mama Kirepara Kadoka Chirebonoya, and he has been out of form and Bakebe currently is also now accepting a Kama Kukuja, Mita Kuja. Brighton have also said that they have made Saidi El Mala, a dream summer target, and of course submitted a written offer to Cologne for the Germany under 21 winger. Gesebakasoko Brighton and Pande have made Saidi El Mala a dream summer target and have submitted a written offer to Cologne for the Germany under 21 and Napoli have also made it, they have made their priority to keep Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay out of the clutches of several Premier League clubs this summer by offering him a lucrative new deal. Now, this guy also feels like he still has something to offer in the Premier League. He wants to make a turn to the Premier League. A number of clubs are seriously looking at signing him, including Arsenal, but Manchester United bakane panenda kesere bakoro signing akareja kadoka chimopona ne pale bobu aitama ganki berebo kesi. It was a mistake to let him go doka chane panenda akirobodo Ruben Amorim ne ningesi nuda doka bereba ne panda jasi doka chirebo no ida Kere Mr. Kabribane Panana Chejasi. I saw say, when United were looking for a coach, remember that time when Jurgen Klopp left the Liverpool? Let me tell you, Manchester United tried. They went to him, talked to him. However much United have denied making contact with Jurgen Klopp's agent after he said that they made an inquiry about him. That time when he was leaving when he was leaving a team local Liverpool. Of course, the guy talked of course to Moitabo Kiane Pando to interview la Jai kwenye bado dumunye be mamara kesibono Manchester United dumunye be raidoka chireba ne panda pakaluka Chelsea also had wanted to sign Eja Kadoka chirebo noya as a ponda so nyesere bondo kapale just rebelo mutos. Real Madrid are thought to be in pole position to sign German defender Nikos Klottenbeck from Borussia Dortmund this summer, with Barcelona also vying for a signature in the 50 million euros, that is a 43.4 million pounds deal. Currently, there is a lot of crisis at club like Real Madrid. Those guys are struggling in the back line. In fact, Rudiger has also been offered to teams. And teams in the Premier League are on alert. They want to make sure that they bring they play Dokachire Bonoide Zari Panabure Itamang Rakini case. Manchester United also continue to mount a Middlesbrough midfielder Hayden Hanke before the summer transfer window, with Leeds, Tottenham Hotspur and Everton also interested in the Englishman and Panda Sunyeska Panda Chejasto.
Are you in search for the media to communicate your message across Eastern Uganda, or a companion to inform and entertain you all day long? 88.4 Vote FM is your ultimate choice. Tune in every Monday to Friday and listen to cool programs such as Ewala from 4 to 6 a.m., Yoga Kwenyun from 6 to 10 a.m., Wanijogo from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., The Sports Wave from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Elimunober from 3 to 7 p.m. Eburilo Yemuto from 7 to 8 p.m. EUPA 8 to 9 p.m. The Night Lockdown from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. We cover all districts across Eastern Uganda. We are located on Plot 32, Haridas Road, in the heart of Soroti City. For inquiries, call 0392 960 687. 88.4 Voice of Teso FM.